Hello my friends, today we will talk about what actually changes in the early game and I will try to keep it as short as possible. Who am I to tell you though? I'm a multi-season challenger player myself and was full-time pro player the last year. For those of you asking how I can actually play on the new patch, it's basically a client for pro players where you can already test the current patch and also scrim on them already and play like potential tryouts and stuff like this. So I'm using this to help you guys understand the new season as fast as possible. And now let's go straight into it. Alright, so the first thing that is changing is that there will be like a selection you need to take, right? So you see here at the bottom right, you need to select your quest role. I'm not sure how it's called, but you need to select something here, right? And now I'm playing AD carry. I would select my AD carry quest, for example, right? And now what I have selected is my AD carry role. This also leads us to the next point immediately. And the next point is invading, because timers will be really reduced, right? You see it here. Wave spawn is at 0:30 already. And before it was at like 0:05 and 35. So waves are spawning way earlier. That means you have less time to do anything on map. And basically, like, let's imagine I run out of base here and I don't know, I want to like invade or something, then you already see that like my bot lane wave is already here. Another new feature, and that's also in the early game, are these kind of stones, or however they are called, that will basically lighten up a specific area. So for example, if I would like take my ward now and would place it in here, you see I will get full vision in the whole river. Right, this is also possible on bot lane, for example. Right, this is just new, same thing here. Waves will now spawn at 0:30, right? And then always 1 minute. So there will always be a 30-second delay for the minion waves, right? So next time is 1:30, and then next time is 2 minutes, and so on and so on. Before, actually, it was like this. It was 35 and 05 spawner, right? So now it's a bit different. The waves are spawning a bit earlier, and that's basically also what changes. Okay, and another important thing that is actually changed in the early game are these plates, right? You see the different HP bars, so it's way easier to get plates like early from the turret than later, because it will like have different HP thresholds basically. And then this is the second mechanic. They are like these stones again around the turret. I'm not sure how they are called, honestly, but you will also see them here. Mid lane, for example, same thing for bot lane. And like, it's not possible to proc them when you're just walking in, right? Like this. Like, you will always need a minion wave to proc them. And there will be a specific cooldown on these. But basically works like the demolish rune, if you remember. And that's kind of it already for the early game. I hope you found this helpful. As always, feel free to give me any sort of feedback in the comments. If you found this helpful, feel free to check out my coaching Discord. I'm basically updating stuff there. I'm giving sessions. There's a free Q&A. And then I'm wishing you a nice day. Bye-bye.